I'm going to be making some Christmas ornaments today, and I'll be using these gorgeous DTF stickers that I got from, I think it was Amazon, but I'll check and put any links in the description box. So we've got those. I've got some shaved ice, and I've got some green glitter, and I've got some red glitter. I've got some ribbons here for decorating them afterwards, and I'll show you later how to do a really easy, simple bow. So let's get started. I've already mixed up some of the Let's Resin epoxy resin, and I've split that into 3 cups. So in the first cup, I'm going to add some of the red glitter. Get a decent amount going on in there, and then get that one mixed in. So that's that one, all looking gorgeous and sparkly. So in the next one, I'm going to add the green. I think we'll dump all of that into there, and then get that one mixed in. I'm not a lover of green normally, but that's really pretty. So that's that one done. And then in the final one, we're going to add the shaved ice. So I'm going to put a generous amount of that in there, and then get that one mixed in. That's looking gorgeous and sparkly. So I'm just going to add this into the molds now, and this mold is from Molds and Shapes. I think we'll do 3 of each. So I'm just going to fill up these top 3 with the shaved ice. And I'm just filling these up right to the top. So that's those 3 done. Next we're going to do the green. So same again, just filling these right up to the top. So that's our green ones all done. And then same again with the red. So I'm going to fill up these right to the top. Just keeping it nice and simple today. Nice and beginner friendly. So let's just get this last one filled in. I think this end one needs just a little bit more. Let's give that one a little bit of a top up. And I've still got some resin left. I think I've got a little bit of each of all of them, so I'll find something for those. And I'm just going to give these a quick torch, just with a cigarette lighter, just to pop any of those bubbles. And we'll leave these to cure, and then I'll see you back for demold. These are all cured up now, and the leftover resin that I had, I just stuck it all in one pot and then made a little butterfly, and then just edged that with some gold marker. And I also made a little poinsettia and did the same thing, just edged that in gold. I'll probably make those into little keychains. Right, so let's pop these out. Shouldn't be much difference to show on the other side. So we'll just get these out. It's lovely though. Gorgeous sparkle on those. So that's the crushed, is that the crushed ice? Shaved ice. Yes. And then we've got the green glitter. Lovely. So that's those 3. And then we've got the red glitter pretty. That's lovely. Right, so that's all of those out. And I didn't fill them up fully, so I need to go round all of these, and I'm going to use my deburring tool. Just take off any sharp edges from there. So I'm just going to go round and do that with all of them. And if you haven't got one of these, or you can't get used to using these, just use a nail file, do it at an angle, and just go round that way. Sometimes the deburring tool can be quite tricky on a circle. It's much easier on a straight. So this is quite often just a quicker and easier way anyway. So I'm just going to do that to all of them. So next I'm just going to cut up these DTF stickers here, and then they'll all be individual to put on, and then I can choose which ones I want to use. So just cutting those up. And these DTF stickers, there you have the backing, and then there's also a top layer that you take off as well. So let's see which ones we want to use. So that one, how many do I need? I need 9, don't I? So that one, 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 and that one, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're the ones I want to use. Right, I'll put those there, and then I might change my mind in a bit. So let's start off with the green one, and we're just going to peel off that backing bit first. So that's our backing piece of paper, and then we're just going to place that where we want it. You've only got one chance with these. Once it's down, so no messing with these. Right, so I'm just going to give that a little squidgy, and then the top layer, you take that bit off. So I'm just going to peel that away, and then that's our first one done. Pretty. Right, let's do the others. So let's do a red one next. So same again, take that backing paper off, line it up where you want it, make sure you've got the hole at the top, place that one down, give that a rub over, and then take off that top layer. Right, so I'm just going to quickly do this to all these other ones as well. And while I'm doing this, I'll just mention that today's video is part of the Friendship Express train that was organised by myself and Susie from Serendipity Resin Creations, Amy from Resinating Art by Amy M, and Tina from Pour Resin with Love. And every Saturday we do the train, and then once a month we do a theme. And I think the next theme is winter. Oh, what is it? Winter. It's winter Christmas, I think, something like that. So if you want to join in, give one of us a shout. Right, so let's do this next one. Place that down there. Give that a squidgy. And then peel that off. So I'm just going to do that with all these other ones as well, and then I'll be back once they're all done. So that's all the DTFs on. They look so pretty, aren't they cute? Little one doing the splits there. Absolutely adorable. Right, so next you could just cut some cord, put some cord through the holes there and hang them that way, but I'm going to be using some jump rings. And normally I would say to you, to open a jump ring, you twist them like that so they don't lose their shape. But in this case, we're going to go completely opposite because these are quite thick. So what we're going to do is we're going to open them out the wrong way. So I'm just going to pull them apart like that, open them that way, and then put them through one side there, and then squeeze as much as I can together, and then that will give my loop on the top there. So I'm just going to do that to all these other ones. So that's all my jump rings added, and the reason I like to do them this way is because once you've threaded your cord through, or ribbon, or however you'd like to hang them, they actually hang facing the right direction. So when they're hung on the tree, they're going to hang that way and not that way. So that's why I like to do them like that. Right, so next I've made up some of these bows already, and I think I'm going to put different colours. Instead of putting like the green on the green, I think I'm going to do them that way. So I'll show you how I make the bows. So I've cut off a piece of ribbon. It's probably just over 2 palm widths in length. I'm going to place the ribbon there, hold that down with my thumb. Then I'm going to go round my finger, round that finger, round again, and round that one. So they've both gone round twice. The end of this I'm going to bring up through the middle, take round the back, and then that last bit there that you've just gone round, I'm going to tuck that underneath through there, give that a pull. You can take that bit now round the back as well, give it another pull, and then just slide those off your fingies. Get them off of there. Make sure you don't wrap them too tight so you can't get them off. And then that's your bow made there. And then you can just cut the ends to the length that you want them. So I don't particularly want them long, so they don't cover up those pretty DTF stickers. So I'm just going to cut those quite short, and then we can place those on there. So I'm just going to use the Green Stuff World instant glue. Just going to put a tiny little dob on the top there, and then add my bow. So I'll just do that to all these others. So that's all my bows on. So we've got the silver on the red on the green, and the green on the sparkly, whitey, shiny one. So last of all, we just want some cord. I've got this silver cord, so I'm just going to cut this into strips. I'm going to cut it. How much do we need? About that much, a bit more maybe, just to be on the safe side. About that big. So I'm going to cut off 9 pieces of that length, and then we're just going to thread that through that little jump ring, and then tie a knot in the end, And then that's our little hangy bit, and I think I'll just leave that bit like that. So then that will hang on the tree like that. So I'll just do that to all these others. So that's all my Christmas decorations all finished. Nice and easy. And because they're UV DTF stickers, they don't need top coating. That's a matter of choice. I mean, you could top coat them if you want, but they don't need it. So that's those all finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and don't forget to check out the playlist for all the other lovely makes that have been made for this friendship train. So thank you ever so much, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.